stop scrolling for a second, because the pickup truck game just got flipped on its head. The kings of the worksite, the Toyota Hilux and Ford Ranger, have been running the show for years, but now there's a new predator in the water. This is the 2026 BYD Shark 6, and it's coming in hot with hybrid muscle, serious towing power, and tech that makes old-school diesels feel like they're from another era. Welcome back to DriveZone Meter, where we break down the newest cars and trucks in a way that's easy to follow, but still packed with the details you actually care about. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a pickup that could seriously shake up the segment. Let's start from the backside, because the rear of the Shark 6 tells you a lot about what this truck is all about. You're greeted by a bold, wide tailgate that looks built to take a beating. The full-width LED tail light bar stretches across the back, giving it a futuristic signature at night that you won't confuse with any Hilux or Ranger on the road. Practical touches are everywhere. Integrated steps make it easier to climb up into the bed, and the tie-down points are placed exactly where you'd want them when you're strapping down bikes, tools, or camping gear. The bumper is tough and purposeful, not flashy, not overloaded with fake chrome or pretend exhaust tips. It's the kind of rear design that looks ready for real work, whether that's a construction site, a farm, or a weekend adventure run. Quick question for you. How often do you actually use your truck bed for real work, and how much does design matter to you at the back? Now slide over to the left side, and you start to appreciate how modern this pickup looks. The proportions are spot-on for a new-age truck. Long wheelbase, tall stance, and enough ground clearance to remind you this thing isn't scared of dirt roads. The body lines flow cleanly from the front fender all the way to the tailgate, giving the Shark 6 a strong, planted look. The doors are smooth, the handles sit flush, and the wheel arches are nicely flared, wrapping around chunky tires that hint at off-road capability. Even small details like the mirrors and the shape of the side windows are designed with aerodynamics in mind, which actually helps improve efficiency in hybrid mode. Compared to the boxier, more traditional shapes of the Hilux and Ranger, this feels like a pickup designed in the future, not just updated from the past. Walk around to the right side, and that same balanced, muscular design carries through. This is where you really notice how wide and stable the truck looks when it's just parked. The Shark 6 doesn't look fragile or soft. It looks like it could haul gear all day and still clean up nicely for a night out in the city. The alloy wheels are modern and aggressive, and the ride height gives you that commanding view of the road that truck buyers love. If you had to park this next to a Ranger Raptor or a Hilux GR Sport, which one do you think would turn more heads in a parking lot? Be honest. Now let's jump inside, because the interior is where BYD really changes the conversation. The cabin of the 2026 BYD Shark 6 feels less like a traditional pickup and more like a high-end SUV. The first thing that grabs you is the massive central touchscreen, which controls navigation, media, climate, and all the hybrid system information. Right in front of the driver, there's a fully digital instrument cluster with crisp graphics that show everything from speed and range to power flow between the engine and electric motor. The layout is clean and modern, but it doesn't feel confusing or overloaded with menus. Material quality is surprisingly premium for a pickup. Soft touch surfaces on the dash, nicely stitched seats, and trim that doesn't look like it came from a bargain bin. The seats themselves are wide and supportive, perfect for long highway drives or long workdays. And the rear seats? There's actually proper space back there for adults, which makes this truck feel like a legit family vehicle, not just a work tool. Would you be comfortable using your pickup as your main family car, or do you still see trucks as work-first vehicles? Tech-wise, the Shark 6 is loaded. You're getting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, multiple USB-C ports for everyone's devices, wireless phone charging, and a 360-degree camera system that makes parking and tight trails way less stressful. There's a premium sound system for those long drives, voice controls for when your hands are full, and a full suite of driver assistance features. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, trailer sway control. The list goes on. When you compare this to base or mid-spec versions of the Hilux and Ranger, the BYD feels like it's from a different generation. It's not just a truck with a screen added. It's a smart, connected vehicle designed for how people actually live now. All right, let's talk about the heart of this beast, the engine and powertrain. Under the hood, the 2026 BYD Shark 6 runs an advanced hybrid setup, combining a turbocharged engine with a powerful electric motor. And this is where things get spicy. Electric torque hits instantly, which means when you step on the accelerator, the Shark 6 moves with authority right away. No waiting for turbos to spool, no diesel lag, just immediate pull. That's a game changer when you're towing, climbing steep terrain, or trying to merge onto a highway with a heavy load. Speaking of towing, this truck is rated to pull up to 3,500 kilograms, putting it right in the same league as the Hilux and Ranger. The difference? It does it more smoothly, more quietly, and with better efficiency. Fuel economy is a big win here thanks to the hybrid system, which means fewer stops at the pump and lower running costs over time. For short distances, you can even roll on electric power alone, which is perfect for quiet job sites or early morning starts in residential areas. Do you think hybrid power makes more sense for trucks now, or are you still team diesel all the way? Off-road, the Shark 6 doesn't back down either. With multiple terrain modes, smart traction control, and responsive torque distribution, it's built to handle mud, sand, snow, and rocky trails. The placement of the battery pack helps keep the center of gravity lower, which actually improves stability on uneven terrain compared to some traditional trucks. That means less body roll, more confidence on slopes, and a more planted feel when the trail gets sketchy. It's not trying to be a hardcore rock crawler from the factory, but for most real-world off-road adventures, it's more than capable. Now let's talk price, because this is where things get really interesting. While exact market pricing can vary by region, the big story here is value. The 2026 BYD Shark 6 is expected to undercut similarly equipped versions of the Toyota Hilux and Ford Ranger while offering more technology, more comfort, and better efficiency. When you start adding up what you get for your money, hybrid power, modern interior, advanced safety tech, it's hard not to see this as a serious bargain in the pickup world. Would you be willing to switch brands if you got more features for less money? So what's the final verdict? The 2026 BYD Shark 6 isn't just another new pickup, it's a statement. It challenges the long-held dominance of the Hilux and Ranger by offering a smarter, more modern take on what a truck can be. More tech, more comfort, instant hybrid torque, strong towing numbers, and better efficiency all wrapped in a design that actually looks like it belongs in 2026. This truck feels like a glimpse into where the pickup segment is heading, not where it's been. Now I want to hear from you. Would you seriously consider replacing your Hilux or Ranger with the BYD Shark 6, or do you still trust traditional diesel toughness more than hybrid innovation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to DriveZone Meter, and follow us so you never miss the latest reviews, first looks, and real-world breakdowns. This is DriveZone Meter, and I'll catch you in the next one.